Came out here again to give the bow drill fire by friction method attempt again, using all sable palm tree materials. So there's a different palm tree. This one's a little bit closer to the ground, so a little easier to get to as far as some of the branches and some of the materials. So I'll see about fashioning the set next. Okay, here's what I have to work with. Grab my green branch. And I think what I'm going to do is make this the spindle, make this the fireboard. This will be the bowstring, and the bottom part I'll again use just cut a section off at the bottom here to make the bearing block. And then here, this feels pretty sturdy for a bow. So, give it a go. One thing I kind of discovered last week was actually taking some of the remainder dead pieces that were just laying around, and I guess the shape that they have, because it's flat on the top and rounded on the bottom. And what I was doing is just kind of interlinking these pieces together to actually form a platform. So just put one over the other, kind of thing, and actually creates like a nice flat base. If you can hear it, it's sprinkling. So I think what I'll do, finish making my bearing block here, and then see if I can find a reasonably sheltered spot to make the natural cordage. What I've done is, since it's sprinkling out, I'm just using this, I've got my tinder bundle material here, which is just more of the foam here. I'm just going to cover it. Keep the grain off. It was a little moist when I pulled it off the tree earlier, so I may end up using some palm scrapings, at least for the inner part, to at least have something that's dry in the tinder bundle. Okay, since it's sprinkling on me, what I'm going to do is just kind of, it's relatively sheltered right there, so just because of got some leaf cover. So try to keep things dry basically while I'm working on the materials. Okay, it's been sprinkling a little bit while I've been working, making my fibers. It's about very similar to last week, where it's been a good challenge trying to get the white part to separate from the green part. And the white part is the woody part, and that's the part that's been fraying, where the green part is the most flexible. So it's been fun trying to make these a little bit smaller, fiber-wise, smaller fibers, and try to hope to avoid all this fraying. Okay, here's my coil of reverse twist sable palm. Very similar to my last video attempt. Just get a lot of these frayed out parts. It's easy how hard it is to see. I still got to trim off the scraps here from some of the splices. I did let it get kind of thinner as I went down. I think one of the challenges I had last week was that the bowstring that I made was thicker than the spindle practically. So I'm thinking if I have a thinner bowstring that'll fit better with a smaller spindle, then hopefully that'll help too. So I don't know, probably good 3 feet or so. Okay, here's the set that I'm working with. Got my bearing block, got my fireboard. Just put a dimple in there, so I have to do a burn in yet. Spindle. So here's the bow and the bowstring. See how this is going to work out. Just got it attached up here. And then the other end I think I'm going to opt to keep untethered. So I'll just wrap it around my hand, my bow hand here, and just adjust for the tension. Because I already see that it's going to fray on me, so may have to do some adjusting along the way. My burn-in. So far so good. I'm going to go for a second burn-in here, just mainly because of working with freshly found materials. And it's been sprinkling on and off the last couple hours, so I just want to make sure the wood's going to be good and dry when I go for a coal. Bowstring seems to be holding up pretty well. Trimmed off some burrs already that are on there. So far so good. It seems to be a little more flexible this time than it was last time. So hopefully, and it seems to be gripping the spindle a lot better too, so it's not slipping so much. Okay, just carve the notch on the fireboard here. Got my spindle, got my bearing block. So this is what I'm going to go with. So my first attempt. Well, looks good. Alright. First attempt. The bowstring started to fray. Got thin like right here. But well enough. Well enough to get a coal. Alright. There we go. I'm surprised this thing is wet out. Here's my tinder bundle. Put some scrapings in the middle just because the rest of the tinder bundle is wet. So I need to reverse the order here. There we go. I knew it would be a challenge. Taking probably good 2 to 3 times longer than usual just because the tinder bundle was moist. Alright. Success completely with all natural materials found on the spot. All made from one sable palm, cabbage palm tree.